A deadly shooting targeting Minnesota lawmakers is prompting a wave of state action to protect public officials' personal information. The attack was allegedly committed by a man who used public online data to find the lawmakers' home addresses. It's renewing a push for privacy protections for officials, with Oregon being the latest state to act. On Tuesday, Oregon's governor signed a bipartisan bill into law that will remove home addresses of public officials from state records. That law goes into effect in 2027. Here's what the governor said following the Minnesota attacks.
This targeted political attack that happened is so incredibly troubling and really is a call to action for all of us.
Oregon's bill to shield officials' home addresses was already making its way through the legislative process prior to Minnesota's violent attack, but it placed a renewed spotlight on its significance for the bill's supporters. Minnesota Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband were gunned down and killed at their Minneapolis home on June 13th. The same day, Senator John Hoffman and his wife were also shot in a separate attack by the same gunman, according to authorities. Authorities say he used people search websites to obtain home addresses of dozens of state and federal lawmakers. U.S. Attorney Joseph Thompson said the suspect stalked his victims like prey. He used the internet and other tools to find their addresses and the names of their family members. Several other states have already moved to scrub officials' addresses from online databases. Louisiana enacted a law earlier this month expanding address removal rights to statewide elected officials and lawmakers. Georgia passed a law that shields personal data of judges and their spouses that will take effect next month. North Dakota removed lawmakers' addresses from the state website after the Minnesota attack, and New Mexico followed suit. Florida lawmakers passed a bill this year which would remove addresses and phone numbers of state officials from public record, but it's not law yet as it awaits the governor's signature. Laws to shield that sort of public personal information have long been debated, with some against shielding the data. Florida's bill received opposition from the First Amendment Foundation, which says while the bill will do little to deter bad actors, it makes it extremely difficult for people to check whether their elected officials actually live in their districts. Some states took action in response to previous tragedies. In 2020, a gunman posing as a delivery driver shot and killed the son of a federal judge in New Jersey. The family's address had been found online. That led to Daniel's Law, blocking the release of judges' addresses and allowing removal requests from other officials. Maryland enacted a similar law in 2024 after a judge was killed over a divorce ruling. For now, it's states taking the lead on legislative action. Despite multiple attempts and drafted legislation, federal action has stalled. Some lawmakers suggest the protections shouldn't be limited to elected officials, but that all Americans deserve to see their privacy protected. But for now, sites that sell personal information are up and running and making bank in a multi-billion-dollar industry. Thank you for watching our news update. For more stories that matter to you, download the Straight Arrow News mobile app today.